What's up, everybody?
Hey!
Welcome to Kinda Funny Games Daily for September 9th, 2022, a Friday. I'm one of your hosts, Greg Miller, alongside IGN's bully, Stella Chung.
Listen,
Woo!
I am
How
just
dare you, ma'am? How dare you come at me on Twitter and bully me like this?
Hold on. This is evidence that cyberbullying works, chat, okay? Listen, it is evidence that cyberbullying works sometimes and is necessary, okay?
You didn't need more evidence, all right? They changed what Sonic the Hedgehog looked like in the movie, all right? We know it works.
That's true, but also it was for the better.
We changed what Cole looks like in Infamous 2. We know it works.
Wait, so who else can we change the design of?
Well, that's a great question right there. Who's got a bad design in video games right now?
In video games? Oof.
I figured video games, right? That's kind of what the show's about.
Yeah. Okay, I guess so.
Okay.
Someone said Greg's face.
We'll think about it. Yeah, well, somebody said Stella. They also said Blessing. You know, they're all yelling about Blessing. I guess let's turn it on Blessing.
It's like that one Shrek scene where they're just yelling each other's names. That's what's happening here.
Stella, how are you?
I'm good. This is our first time actually meeting, which is kind of funny.
Know,
get
right?
it? Kind of funny?
Yeah. See, the name works on many levels. No, I know. I've been a fan of yours for a while. I think we did maybe I was on a charity stream at IGN where, you popped in for 2 seconds.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But that's when I started following all the shenanigans that you're up to. And I was like, you're great. You should come on Games Daily. And then I kept booking you on Games Daily just on days I wasn't there. And then you'd had enough.
Yeah, no, I get it. You're scared and, for good measure. And I get it. And I appreciate that. I feel
let's be honest. I'm the main eventer of the company, all right? So you have to work your way up the undercard of Tim and Blessing and be like, if they sign off on you, if the chat signs off on you, I'm all about it. And the chat loves you.
I thought it was the opposite. Like we get her in here and start off with like the fun people, and then now that it's her third time here, now she's scraping at the bottom of the barrel.
Barrett, you're gonna leave. She's gonna leave. She's gonna leave, and you're gonna keep working with me. You ever think about that, CEO Junior? You ever think about that?
Every day, Greg. Every day.
Wow.
God damn. But no, people love your spicy take, Stella. They're always surprised when you come in here. Because on IGN, prim and proper. Prim and proper. Here's the daily fix. Here's what I'm hosting. Here's some esports coverage. You're over there doing that thing. And you come in here and you get wild.
It's so funny because I saw some of the comments. Yes, we see your comments on YouTube where some people are like, yeah, it's like she's at work on her IGN podcast. But then as soon as she hears this like party environment, Stella, I'm like, yeah.
Kind of funny. Kind of funny. That's what we do. Yeah.
I've also seen
how much are you partying? Because all you do is work out.
Dude,
that's the other thing. Let's just address it. All you do is work out.
That is my party. Yeah, I gotta build these babies. I gotta build this.
God, it's insane. Do it. Flex it again.
You flexing it? Okay.
Good Lord. Yeah. And the last time you were here was right after you crushed the watermelon with your thighs, right? Wasn't that?
I did. Yeah. And I made that my pinned tweet so people could see it.
I love it. Stella, are you ready to talk about video games, though?
I'm so ready. Let's go.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about the fact that D23 Games is today. Blessing is hosting it, but guess what? Leaks are already here, and we're going to spoil Blessing's show. Crystal Dynamics owns Tomb Raider again, and you can finally mod Cyberpunk in an official way. We'll cover all this and more because this is Kinda Funny Games Daily. Each and every weekday on a variety of platforms, we run you through the nerdy video game news you need to know about. If you like that, be part of the show. Patreon.com/kindafunnygames. You can write in with your questions. You can get the show ad-free. You can get the exclusive post show we do. And let me tell you, today's post show is going to be worth the dollars, ladies and gentlemen. As you know, Blessing has made many a little game show for post shows. One of them being King of the Hill. Have one game start as King of the Hill and worked on a list of games until one game remains with the crown at the end. That's all well and good. We're not doing that with games on the post show today. We're doing it with photos of Blessing. We will determine what is Blessing's ultimate form based on the photos people have submitted on Twitter. I have 10 or 9, I think, different photos of Blessing that you have submitted from the community. The community, there you go. Barrett's showing it. The community has submitted these photos. We will go through and decide. That is artwork, and I will not count it.
Yeah,
same
that's
with
not
the
a picture. Yeah.
I wanted to find the picture of him and I hugging before we announced him at Kinda Funny, but we were partying for New Year's Eve, but I couldn't find it. So this is what I had on my phone.
I appreciate that. You can find the amazing post show today. Patreon.com/kindafunnygames. Support all the shows. Get us to watch us record Gamescast, XCast, PS I Love You, all that stuff live long before anybody else gets to see it. However, if you don't want to give us the bucks because maybe you don't have them, it's no big deal. Of course, you can support us for free by using the Epic creator code Kinda Funny when you're buying something on the Epic Game Store, even if it's free, even if you're just downloading Fortnite. When you're playing Fortnite on your PlayStation, you're playing that there Rumbleverse on your Xbox, you can enter the creator code Kinda Funny and it benefits benefits us. If you want to support this show for free, you can watch us record it live on twitch.tv/kindafunnygames, just like Slug Snacks is. Ew. Slug
What?
Snacks is watching. That's the name on Twitch.
Oh, okay. Thanks for watching, but gross.
Yeah, totally. Of course, if you're watching live, you have a special job. Go to kindafunny.com/you're wrong and tell us what we screw up as we screw it up so we can set the record straight for everybody watching later on youtube.com/kindafunnygames, roosterteeth.com, and listening on podcast services around the globe each and every weekday.
Is that a tiny Mjolnir?
It's a little Mjolnir.
Oh my god!
I don't know if you're aware, there was a huge hit video game called Marvel's Avengers, and when they had a little,
way, I missed that game.
Well, it's still, you can still jump in. September's a big month for it. We got a good patch coming with a lot of content. Bucky Barnes is coming. The cloning lab that Fran played 2.5 years ago is finally about to release. Don't worry about it, everyone. Marvel's Avengers is back and better than ever. However, housekeeping for you. This is what Tim wrote, and I will read it the way he wrote it in the way I think he wanted it read. Attention! Our live tests continue. Starting Monday for the rest of September, Kinda Funny Games Daily will be live at 10 a.m. Pacific every weekday on youtube.com/kindafunnygames. All Kinda Funny Screencasts will be live on youtube.com/kindafunny whenever they record. Yes, we did the test where we, like 2 weeks ago, last week, where we did Kinda Funny Games Daily on YouTube live instead of Twitch. We want to see if we can maintain stuff like that. So all of September, youtube.com/kindafunnygames for the rest to do their Games Daily live. Of course, when we sign off of Games Daily, you can come back to Twitch and watch Mike play games. However, that's still not enough. Today, at 1 p.m. Pacific, we're reacting to Blessing hosting the D23 Disney and Marvel Game Showcase live on twitch.tv/kindafunnygames. Of course, the archive will go up on youtube.com/kindafunnygames. You know that. However, here's where it gets spicy. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific, we're reacting to the D23 Marvel Studios /Lucasfilm panel live on youtube.com/kindafunny. At 12 p.m., we're reacting to the Ubisoft Forward live on youtube.com/kindafunnygames. So, reaction streams tomorrow. They're going to be on YouTube live. Today for Blessing, still on Twitch. We're still going to be right here. We're still going to be partying and hanging out, and we are going to mock this kid. Oh my God, get your mockers ready. Stella, what's your
chat? He's going to do great. He's going to be fine.
He's going to be great.
He's fine. Yeah, he's fine. We're not worried about him. But I know chat's worried about the YouTube thing, so don't worry, chat. I'll just do watch parties of Kinda Funny Games on Twitch. All right. So we'll just do it on my channel, and then you guys can just watch on Twitch. Okay, great, cool.
Nailed it. Oh, good. Ladies and gentlemen, on top of that, there's a new PS I Love You XOXO live. Of course, youtube.com/kindafunnygames, podcast services around the globe. Since Blessing was gone, Jan and I got to nerd out about trophies for an entire show and then review We Are OFK. So come check that out wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you to our Patreon producer, Fargo Brady. Today, we're brought to you by ExpressVPN and Chime, but we'll tell you about that later. For now, let's begin the show with what is and forever will be the Roper Report. Time for some news. 6 items on the Roper Report.
A baker's dozen.
Let's start with D23 video game rumors. As you know, Blessing Adeoye Jr. stole this job from me. He's hosting the D23 Marvel/Disney Games panel thing today, but he couldn't keep it on lock. He tried his best. He couldn't keep it on lock. The rumors are happening. The leaks are happening. And we will start with Murphy's Multiverse, where Charles Villanova writes, Uncharted creators' Marvel game is rumored to be a World War II Captain America game. Last year, a report surfaced saying that Uncharted creator Amy Hennig was working on a AAA Marvel game under her new company, Skydance Games. While no other information was divulged in the report, the game was described as a narrative-driven, blockbuster action-adventure game featuring a completely original story and take on the Marvel Universe. A Twitter account is claiming that the game Hennig is working on is a Captain America Black Panther adventure set in World War II. Regarding their track record, said Twitter account is also claiming they leaked that Matt Shackman directing Final Fantasy IV ahead of the direct. So take that with as much salt as you will. The official post from MCU Status reads, "We have heard the new Marvel video game from Skydance Media will be a World War II set adventure featuring Captain America and Black Panther. The duo will face off against the forces of Hydra." Should this story be true, this won't be the only Black Panther game in development, as EA is reportedly working on an open-world Black Panther game set in Wakanda. Nonetheless, a World War II game starring Captain America, a World War II game starring Captain America game seems like the kind of story-driven game a visionary like Hennig would work on. A lot of games
Almost
in there.
done. Almost done.
Well, it's not being I mean, that's what the words are written as. You can take it up with multiverse, not me. While it's not being developed by Naughty Dog at Captain America Black Panther, with the gameplay of and graphical fidelity of Uncharted would be incredible. Stella, the world looks to you.
Oh.
Is this true? Is this happening? Do you think today we're gonna find out about a dope ass Amy Hennig, Captain America, Black Panther world? The more words you say in this sentence, the better it sounds and gets.
Dude, yeah, the more it seems like a fever dream. I mean, I don't know. So World War II is really what, like, it seems possible, but the setting seems a little weird. Also, like, aren't we sick of World War II shit? Like, I am so sick of it. Like, all that, like, just fuck it. It's done. We've done it. It's been overdone. Stop it. Put it to bed. But I don't know. I mean, it could be cool if this is a thing, but I don't know about the setting.
I buy it. And because there, of course, if you didn't know, there was a Marvel Knights run, Captain America, Black Panther, Flags of Our Fathers, which was hey, let's throw this back and do stuff over there. And like, you know, I'm on GameSpot.com, and Eurogamer has since confirmed this report, by the way, saying they've heard this as well, but I'll get to that in a second.
Oh.
Darren over on GameSpot had written, this won't be the first time that both Marvel heroes have joined forces if the report is true, as Captain America and Black Panther were the stars of Flags of Our Fathers miniseries in 2010. That comic book series detailed the first meeting between the Marvel icons as they joined Nick Fury to fight, and his troops to fight Nazi forces. And so, like, I hear you, World War II done to death. However, I would argue that first-person shooter, Medal of Honor, Call of Duty, Battlefield, World War II done to death. Captain America hitting Nazis and Hydra in the face with a shield. Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
And here we go. I think I reviewed this game for IGN, didn't I? This Captain America based on the movie. I was not out there knocking Hydra people out left and right. And now you're going to give me a Black Panther in there? Let's go.
I think I was an infant when you reviewed this. But anyways, I mean, this could be really cool, like a new World War II take.
God damn it.
I think it'd be cool. It could be cool, but like, I don't know. It would have to be done well, but I mean, I trust that the
game
story
came out in 2011. 2011, Stella.
Okay, I just graduated high school.
I was a sophomore in high school.
Hey, let's go.
Going into junior year, I think, at that point.
Oh, you'd be invited to my house party. Let's go.
I gave you what you wanted, and the bullying continues.
Yeah, you thought it was over? Oh no, it's just starting. You gave me a platform. I'm gonna use it.
Eurogamer has more on it and says, luckily, we should have the first official details on the project very soon, with Disney having already confirmed it'll be giving viewers a sneak peek at Hennig's Marvel Projekt during its game-focused digital showcase airing tomorrow, which is today now. Alongside that, of course, Disney is promising all new announcements during the showcase, as well as additional details on previously revealed games. There'll be more from Disney Dreamlight Valley, for instance, plus additional news on LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga and the recently delayed Marvel's Midnight Suns. I'll tell you what, Stella.
Yeah.
Blessing gets this job, and I'm immediately like, this is dead to me. I don't care about this. I don't want to be a part of it. Yeah. But then the closer we get and the more we start talking about it, I'm like, damn, this actually sounds like this is going to be fun. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm looking forward to this. Not that I wasn't looking forward to it, but I didn't really think in depth about what I was going to get. Now you're talking about new Marvel games. We're talking about finding out what's going on with Midnight Suns. Hell yeah.
I think you kind of forget how much Disney owns now. So when you see everything like overarching like this, you're just like, oh shit, that's right. They have that. They could do this. Oh my God, wait a minute. They could do so much more. So it is pretty cool. I didn't realize D23 was like a huge thing. Like, you know, it was interesting because like I have a few friends who are like Disney adults. You know what I mean? Like the Disney adults. Yeah. So like
the weirdos. You can just call them the weirdos. You're Belinda Garcias. You're Tim Geddes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, it's just interesting. So like seeing that there's actually quite a hefty amount of like games coming out of this, I'm like, oh, this is cool. Okay, yeah, maybe I'm not done with Disney just yet.
Okay. Were you thinking you were ever done with Disney? Disney is not done with you. I think that's the most important.
No, it's not. Yeah. It you know what? They will continue to suck the money dry for me, and that's fine. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, because like I see a lot of people in chat being like Kingdom Hearts. And I'm not a big fan of Kingdom Hearts.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, you have tastes. That makes sense. But wow. You know.
I'm not afraid to say it.
Gotcha. Y'all suck. You know what I mean? Don't worry about it. I don't know. Tim sucks, so I just assume you suck too. I love Amy's games. Period. Full stop. So I'm excited to see her finally get to publish something again, seeing as how there's been so so many problems with the last few games of hers trying to get out and people getting in the way of them. And then the idea that it could be a Amy Hennig Marvel story that is Captain America and Black Panther in a different, like, even though, again, World War II, whatever, but like a different setting. It's not going to be, hey, it is compared to modern Avengers and it is compared to the stuff we're already seeing in the MCU. I love the idea that, hey, let's do something truly unique that we're not seeing right now in terms of gameplay.
Yeah, I feel honestly like an Uncharted sort of format would be great. I will say though that like while I love the series, the combat got really old really fast because you'd clear out an area, do like a few puzzles, then you go to another area, and as soon as you see like the bales of hay like kind of scattered strategically, you're just like, shit, here we go again. I'm like, I'm stuck here for fucking 5 minutes.
Shooting.
I did get sick of that, but the story was just so good from the series. So I'm just like, you know what? Even if I get tired of the combat, I am down for this because it's been a while since I've really been into a game for like the story. I think the last time was like this year, aside from Elden Ring, probably like The Last of Us Part 2. So
sure.
I'm ready for something. Yeah.
Yeah. And I hope that, that's what we get here is we got a dope ass story from Amy and see what's going on. But it's not, ladies and gentlemen, the only rumor from Blessings leaks. D23 thing, and I assume it's Blessing.
Don't say that, because then they're gonna assume it was him.
No one's
we don't
assuming
want
it was
that on
him.
Blessing. We
That's
don't want
not,
that on Blessing.
not. I mean, what is true is that we know nothing. Blessing did not tell us anything, of course, because it would fuck up our live reactions, and he's just good to his. He's a man of his word when he signs an NDA. Don't worry about it. Also, I do for credit where credit's due. Nanobiologist points out that Daniel Krupa reviewed Captain America Super Soldier at IGN. It turns out I just previewed it multiple times. I have my multiple previews here.
I see. So you're getting to that age where like you can't remember things as well anymore. I'm really sorry.
And we were even younger at that point when you were previewing it because it would have been before the game came out. You know.
Well, this only applies to Stella because Barrett never will. But Stella, when you actually do something at IGN, you'll find it's hard to remember all of those milestones and things you've done. You know what I mean? Because right now you're just there being like, oh man, the fix.
Yeah. No. You know what? I would love to pick your brain or what's left of it so that I could get some advice on how to further pursue my career and increase it. I would love to.
Yeah.
I founded Podcast Beyond. All right, you understand?
I ran a few live shows for Podcast Beyond. You know, like
you push fucking buttons. Nobody cares. You know what I mean?
No, fuck you, Greg.
You sprain your ankle and can't come to work. They have Pablo come in and push the buttons. It's easy, all right?
Oh my god!
Shout out to Pablo. I miss him. Anyways,
Dude,
number two on
the
he's the best. Number 2 on the Robo Report. EA's rumored Iron Man game will reportedly be revealed at the D23 Marvel Game Showcase today. This is Stephen Totillo at Axios. Now, what's interesting about this is I took a headline there, right, that other people had used around the internet. I don't feel like that's what Stephen's Axios thing says, but here we go. In the newsletter that Axios puts out, they said this. One thing to look out for. Whether tomorrow's Disney and Marvel gaming showcase is the coming out party for Electronic Arts' as yet unannounced Marvel superhero games. Rumors have flown that EA has 2 in the works, including an Iron Man game. An Axios source familiar with the project says it had still been in development recently at one of the company's Canadian studios.
Why did they phrase it like that? A coming out party? Like, are they? Yeah, is that what it is?
No, coming out party means more than that. That's not what it is anymore.
I know, it just sounds funny.
No, it doesn't. You need to learn the English language, ma'am. No, it doesn't.
Wow, is that because English wasn't my first language? How dare you?
Don't try to turn the chat on me now. Oh man, she's good at this, Barrett. She's good at turning people against me.
You?
I mean, and she's good at it because you keep giving her layups, Greg.
What are you talking about? No, I hate you both. I don't like you both working against me. Back to this. Yeah, this is the first I've heard of this rumor. It's interesting that it's being reported then that it would. I mean, I would say possibly revealed. Reportedly revealed. I don't buy that. I don't buy that still.
I mean, rumors, right? Like, you got to take them with it. What was it? A lot of salt. What was it? Is that what you said? I'm sorry. English is my first language, so I'm still learning some idioms and stuff. But
you're fucking awesome.
But yeah, no, I don't know. Like, Iron Man game, I think it's about fucking time, right? Like, sure. I saw a few mods and like fucking looks sick. I think it was on like Spider-Man or something, but like I'm just like, fuck yeah, it's about time. But if it's fucking rumors and it's EA, I'm just like, we'll see.
And that's the other rumor. Remember, is that EA is working on the open world Black Panther game.
Exactly.
And so it's like, how many games is EA working on? Who's working on them for EA? That's the other big part of it, right? Because man, you show some Anthem here. Ugh. You show some Anthem. You show some Iron Man. You say, Barrett? Are you insinuating that the Iron Man game is in fact being worked on by the one and only BioWare?
Are they not?
Okay, hold on. All right, they swung and they missed with Anthem. I agree, but come on, let's not just.
I mean, is BioWare what BioWare was? You know?
No, but I don't think they're a bad studio.
No, I think they just need time and resources. Like Anthem could have been really good, but it was not.
It wasn't. It could have been, but it wasn't. Yeah. So this is an interesting one. I wonder if we'll see it, because I guess you could show a teaser trailer, but then, man, they'll really be coming out guns blazing and showing this stuff. But that could be awesome. That could be fun. You know, something Tim and I have talked about a lot on this is like where Marvel Games is now and where they finally seem to have their feet underneath them after a whole bunch of mobile stuff, but then a couple games obviously that have been struggled or whatever. But when you start going back recently and where they're going, right, of like, you know, obviously Spider-Man, Guardians of the Galaxy, Spider-Man 2 announced, Wolverine announced. If you were going to toss in there, like, here's an Amy Hennig Captain America Black Panther game, here's this Iron Man game that is using, you know, all it has to be is like just the boo and the mask coming down or whatever, and a teaser trailer, and people are stoked.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, listen, if we got all this stuff, that'd be cool. But like, that's a lot, and it's stretching it thin, which we don't want to see companies doing, because that means we get shitty products.
Yeah. We will wait and see, ladies and gentlemen. As you know, the Disney D23 Games Showcase is today at 1 p.m. Pacific. You can watch it right here on twitch.tv/kindafunnygames with all of us from Kinda Funny as we mock Bless until we can mock him no more. Number 3 on the Roper Report. Well, you want to mock him right now? I'll let you mock him right now.
No, I was going to say, is that when you feel most comfortable mocking someone because they can't hear you or see you or like hit you back?
I mean, 100%. Does that not compute for you too? Come on, I'm not going to punch you back. It's
I'm literally doing it right now. It's great. It's fantastic.
Number 3 on the Roper Report. Tomb Raider and Deus Ex are now officially owned by Crystal Dynamics and Eidos Montreal. This is Vlad Mazako over at The Gamer. Following Embracer Group's acquisition of Square Enix's former studios, Crystal Dynamics and Eidos Montreal, the two have announced that they are in full control of their game series, such as Tomb Raider, Deus Ex, Thief, and for the one, the only, Tamor Hussein, Legacy of Kain. The $300 million deal closed in late August, resulting in Crystal Dynamics, Eidos Montreal, and Square Enix Montreal becoming a part of Embracer. In May, the company reported that it is interested in releasing sequels, remakes, and spin-offs of the studio's rich portfolio of various properties. Starting now, Crystal Dynamics and Eidos Montreal are the official owners of the games they developed and the controllers of the gameplay and personal data related to them. Both studios have updated their terms of service and privacy notice via VGC on their corresponding websites, highlighting some of the major assets. Quote, "We are excited to inform you that Crystal Dynamics has taken control of several game franchises, including Tomb Raider and Legacy of Kain, from the game's previous owner, Square Enix Limited," the California-based studio statement reads. "As we've left Square Enix Limited and joined Embracer Group, we are starting an exciting new chapter in Eidos Montreal's history," said the Montreal-based developer. To put things simply, the big change is that Eidos Montreal, or its affiliates, is now the owner of the games it developed, like Deus Ex and Thief games, and the controller of the data obtained from the various gameplay metrics tracked on the titles. Interestingly, the studio didn't mention the latest Disney licensed action titles, Marvel's Avengers and Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. This likely means that Embracer Group still needs further approval from Marvel and Disney to continue developing new titles based on that IP. Neither party has officially commented on the case since the deal was complete. However, according to some reports, quote, "Embracer are in the middle of working out a deal with Marvel that extends well beyond Avengers. So we'll have to wait and see what comes next." And that's the big thing, Stella. Tomb Raider, okay. Legacy of Kain, Deus Ex, whatever. What is going on with Marvel's Avengers? That's what we all need to know. Again, Bucky Barnes coming very soon. A big month for updates here. We're very excited in Avengers Land, Stella. But how do you feel about this?
I mean, this is great that they're taking control back, which is good, which I hope means that they will make up for the last Tomb Raider and do it right, because they did Lara dirty. Like, holy shit. That story was trash. I'm sorry, but it was trash.
It started in an interesting spot, right? Of like where if the villain wasn't so clearly the villain, but it was like, what if you're the problem, Lara? And I was like, damn, that's a really interesting idea for this game. And then I was like, okay, I don't want to. This isn't good.
No, they chose to write. It just felt so weird. Like the writing just seemed to go just. And I was like, this could have been really good. But honestly, like, I found myself just hating the main character that I was playing. And I was like, why do I hate her so much? Like, I've adored her for so long. And we worked so long. Like, we have seen our character develop, but then this is where it got to. It doesn't make sense. But anyways, enough of me fucking getting on that. But yeah, this is pretty cool. I mean, also, them trying to make a deal with Marvel that could go beyond Avengers is pretty cool. And I am very happy that they are still working on Marvel Avengers updates. That makes me pretty happy because I know there is still like somewhat of a base that plays that, and potentially it could be something for people to look forward to if they play it. But
it'll be interesting to see what happens with it. Yeah, the article there at the end is like, oh, it's probably because, well, yeah, Marvel owns, obviously, Guardians. Marvel owns Avengers. That was a partnership with Square. I think, again, it's cool to see Square be open to giving up these IP. Obviously, they weren't going to do anything with it if they're eliminating the developers and just sitting on it. But in the same way, when IO left Square and they let them take Hitman, and obviously there's money being exchanged here. It's not just out of the goodness of people's hearts, but they let Hitman go with them. That was a great maneuver. And so to see them go here and be like, well, clearly Crystal Dynamics is defined by Tomb Raider. You should take that. And it was the same thing for Montreal with Deus Ex and what they were able to do with that. It's interesting. Then you get into, of course, as we read and what they said at the launch of all this, right? It's like, this is what Embracer does, right? Embracer gets studios and then remakes / just remasters their games. So it's like, now you don't have to hold your breath. You know that Legacy of Kain remastered and probably a remake at some point is coming. Thief. I'll be interested to see what they do with Deus Ex, what Tomb Raider collections are going to put out. Like, that's Embracer to a T.
It's interesting, though, because I feel like Deus Ex just not too long ago, it had a new game come out, right?
Sure.
But like, I also... That's another game I just can't get into.
That was 2016, wasn't it?
2016? Okay. I see.
Because they had Human Revolution and then they had
Mankind Divided.
Mankind Divided. Yeah.
Okay.
And then, of course, Deus Ex Go. Let's not forget Deus Ex Go.
Oh, God. I think remakes would be pretty cool, but like Tomb Raider, maybe the original Tomb Raiders, just because we don't need the remakes of the new ones.
The ones we just had, yeah. Well, they are working, they're working on a new Tomb Raider. That's a known quantity at this point, so we'll get something
really?
new. Yeah. But I forget if it's in the. There was the announcement that we're working on a new Tomb Raider, and then there's the rumor of what it's about. I think I can't remember if it's in this. Kindafunny.com/you're wrong. Let me know if it's in this world, if it's in the Camilla Luddington world, or if it's a new thing.
I don't know if that was if that was a part of the rumor, but the rumor was right. It's like an older Lara who is with a new generation of Tomb Raiders, right? I think that was.
It's been a while.
I know.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I just remember that was like a few months back. Kindafunny.com/you're wrong. I could be misremembering.
We're all waiting. Yeah.
It makes it sound like it's like a group of fucking like Avengers, like the next
era
of Tomb Raiders.
It's Nathan Drake.
Nah, that'd be cool.
That'd be cool. Wrong people bought it though.
Oh yeah.
We'll wait and see though. I think it's cool to have the creators have their products and stuff like that. And I will be interested to see what this all means for Avengers. And I'm not even doing the Greg bit about Avengers right now. Just interested in general in the fact they're still making content for it and they still seem committed to it and they're still hiring for Avengers. Like, okay, let's see what that. I have not played since Spider-Man launched. And you might say, if you remember, that was like fall of last year. So that's a while. And I was playing pretty consistently. And the reason being there really isn't new content. Like, they dropped the raid right around then too. And it's like, okay, it's been quiet since then. When the stuff they're talking about in the September update of like the cloning labs and the new wasteland and yada, 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 I'm going to come back for that. So I will be back for it. But
okay, cool. So you're like, you dabble.
Yeah. I mean, I have a group. So I have an Avengers text thread of all of us that play together and have fun and do it. But it's just like, cool. It's just been iced over because there's just nothing new to do. So it's like, we're not the grind for the next Starlight or whatever.
That's pretty cool. I didn't know you had friends.
I walked right into it. I keep walking right into it. I think she's podcasting and then I walk into it. So.
Greg, come on, bro.
So the next one, I believe it's about a CD Projekt Red, yeah?
Yeah, that's right. The next one, number 4 on the Roper Report. CD Projekt has introduced official modding tool for Cyberpunk 2077. This is Ed Nightingale over at Eurogamer. CD Projekt has introduced a new free modding tool for Cyberpunk 2077 to make adding mods easier. The REDmod tool is available to download from Steam and CD Projekt directly, which allows users to install and integrate mods into the game. As CD Projekt explains, it's, quote, a free DLC for Cyberpunk 2077, which adds integrated support for installing and loading mods into the game and provides an official modding tool that will help you use, modify, and create your own experiences in the world of Cyberpunk 2077, including custom sounds, animations, scripts, and more. It will be continuously updated alongside game patches to ensure compatibility, end quote. Importantly, this new mod tool is still compatible with the existing Cyberpunk 2077 mods. Quote, it makes adding and using new mods easier. The game still supports loading old mods from the archive folder, but please keep in mind that they will not appear in the REDmod menu. New REDmod compatible mods should be added using the new mods folder for the best experience, end quote. As Nexus Mods also confirms, old mods will still work without the tool. They just won't appear in the REDmod menu. Stella, it's mind-boggling. We've been talking about Cyberpunk, I feel, all week. And granted, they put out the patch and they talked about their future and stuff like that, but Cyberpunk's back, and whenever we bring it up, people do care. You know, for me, I'm like, I had fun with it at the time, and I platinumed it, and now whatever. But like,
oh, you platinumed it? Holy shit! Okay, you had more patience than I did. So I unfortunately had to play at launch because of work and stuff, and I was like, holy shit, this could have been cool, but like, damn, it's a mess. And I just like after all the fixes came out, I was just like, oh, I'm busy playing other games. It is really cool though to see that it has improved. Obviously, it's not on like No Man's Sky's level, but it is cool that they are supporting the community that does love it and put in a lot of time for it. It is interesting though that they released this as like a DLC when they're only releasing one expansion for the game, and that feels a little bit shitty. It's just like, here you go, here's kind of like a one little gift, and then go nuts, have fun, do what you want with the game.
Now you can do what you want with it.
Yeah. We're done now, and it's just like, all right, I get it. It's cool because like obviously there is a huge modding community for games like this, but it also sucks that there's no official like other expansion, especially since oh my god, what's it called? Witcher 3 had so many expansions.
Yeah, what had the two big ones? Yeah. So for this week, Cyberpunk confirming, right, they're only getting the one. It's like, okay, I'll be interested to see how big it is. You know, it's been an ongoing conversation. Like, especially now, you haven't played since launch when it was rough?
No, not yet.
Would you consider coming back if the DLC is well received or it seems interesting?
Yeah, I think I'll play when the DLC, because like I know that a lot of the things that I complained about have been fixed. The story hasn't been fixed, but that's a whole other thing. So I'll definitely be back to play because like it opens up a huge like another part of Night City, I believe, something like that. So that would be cool to explore because I feel like I kind of explored the whole Night City so fast, but you know.
yeah, it does seem like that happened and then it was over, and then you're like, all right, move on to the next thing, and we'll have some fun over there. But
also, I'm so mad. Like they were advertising like, oh yeah, you can do all these like things and you can have sex with so many people, and I was like, it's only the same two people every time.
Is it only? I thought you could romance more than that.
Well, you can romance, but like, you know, casually.
Oh, okay. Ah, yes, I see what you mean. I see.
Yeah.
Of course. But why would I have casual sex with anybody when I have Pan Am? You know what I mean? I fell in love with her.
Yeah, okay.
I got in the weird, you know, jacket into the Matrix tank thing with her. We had sex there. All the service, all the sensations were enhanced. It was a big deal.
Did you do it to the Seabat rhythm?
I didn't know at the time. That will be the mod I will be looking for in this game. That will be the mod I will be looking for this. Get your Judy's out of here. Everybody in the chat saying Judy, get out of here. Pan Am bust.
Judy was great.
She was great. She was no Pan Am.
I don't think I liked anyone. I think I hated everyone that I interacted with.
That's fair.
I was just like, all right.
I'll be interested to see if the DLC gets me back in, because I enjoyed my time with it. I enjoyed platinuming it, but I enjoyed it for what it was. Like I've talked about it a few times this week already, so I won't bend your ear too long on it, but whatever. What I will bend your ear about, ladies and gentlemen, is patreon.com/kindafunnygames. Over on patreon.com/kindafunnygames, you can write in to be part of the show. You could be a Patreon producer. You could get it with the exclusive post show we're doing today to make fun of Blessing. And you could also get those benefits along with watching live as we record them a day early, Gamescast, Xcast, and PS I Love You XOXO. But most importantly for right now, on patreon.com/kindafunnygames, you can get the show ad-free. But you're not there, so here's a word from our sponsor.
This episode is brought to you by ExpressVPN. Using the internet without ExpressVPN is like checking in your baggage at the airport without a lock. You don't know who's looking through all your stuff, finding all of your Nintendo Switches, your PlayStation Vitas, or all the other things that you're hiding in there. When you go online without a VPN, internet service providers, ISPs, can see every single website you visit. They can legally sell this information without your consent. Nobody wants that. That sounds like a bad time for everybody. You can browse more anonymously. It's easy to use and it works on all devices. I love ExpressVPN. It is super simple to use. I feel safe across all of my devices, knowing that whether I'm on my desktop or my mobile phone, people aren't getting in there. I'm safe on the internet, and what I look at, what I browse, That's mine. That's for me to know. Secure your online activity by visiting expressvpn.com/kindafunny today. That's expressvpn.com/kindafunny. And you can get an extra 3 months free. expressvpn.com/kindafunny. Next up, shout out to Chime. Like a cool breeze, Chime is a refreshing way to handle your money. There's no monthly fees, no maintenance fees, and no minimum balance fees. So it's how banking should be done. And when you need access to your money, you can do so fee-free at more than 60,000 in-network ATMs at many locations like most Walgreens or 7-Elevens. You can also send money to anyone even if they aren't on Chime, fee-free for you and no cash out fees for them. Chime, no monthly fees, no vibe killing fees. Sign up for a Chime checking account. It only takes 2 minutes and it doesn't affect your credit score. You can get started at chime.com/KFgames. That's chime.com/KFgames. Chime is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services provided by and debit card issued by the Bancorp Bank or Stride Bank NA. Members FDIC. Out-of-network ATM withdrawal fees apply except at MoneyPass ATM in a 7-Eleven location and at all Allpoint or Visa Plus Alliance ATM. Other fees such as third-party and cash deposit fees may apply. Chime.com/KFgames.
Usually I try to keep the you're wrongs at the end, but before we get too far off the bag with the Lara Croft story, nanobiologist wrote into kindafunny.com/you're wrong and says, the Lara Croft leak doesn't specify which universe it's in, but it does say she's older and is leading a new generation of Tomb Raiders. And he's quoting from the comicbook.com article. Quote, a script specific to Lara Croft describes the character in the game as female, mid-30s, white, 5'6", and athletic. Interestingly, it's added that Crystal Dynamics is looking for an authentic British person for the role. So full stop right there. That would tell me it's no longer in the same universe because they have Camilla Luddington. They had her for 3 games and she's great.
Yeah.
So you would assume they bring her back for that. But I digress. Lara Croft is now at the top of her game, reads the script for the character. Gone are the days of the young, inexperienced woman dealing with matters of legacy and familial reckoning. Lara has fully let go of her childhood and embraced a life of adventure and purpose. It's added that the legacy of Croft has inspired others to follow in her footsteps, which may suggest there could be some type of mentor/prodigy dynamic in the game. This may be a stretch, but other parts of the script and its description of the character at least suggest she won't be alone in this new journey. End quote. So there you go. It'd be interesting to see what that is. To me personally, that sounds like you'd maybe soft reboot it, where you don't really say, oh, it's its own thing, but you also don't really play into the events of the last trilogy.
Yeah, no, I think I'm down for that. I like when things aren't done into the ground. So that'll be pretty cool to see, especially if it's an older Lara, which I don't think we've seen. Like technically Lara in like the last game was supposed to be older, but like this seems like it's going to be way older, which is like, you know, like your age, Greg. So yeah.
Oh, so old.
Well, going back here. I mean, no, I'm older. Mid-30s. I'm older than mid-30s. Like I'm in the late 30s section, everybody. It's no. I would be mentoring Lara here. Maybe I can be her dad, like John Voight in the movie. I digress. Instead, let's move on to another leak, ladies and gentlemen. We have a report about the new Twisted Metal. If you didn't know, there's a Twisted Metal show coming. Are you aware of this? Has this gotten on your radar, Stella?
No, and I honestly, I think I was only recently made aware of what Twisted Metal was, and I was like,
what?
Interesting. Okay,
what?
Yeah.
Now are you all on her side? You're still on her side right now, everybody?
Yes. Over you,
Barrett.
100% yes.
God damn it, Barrett. Yeah, anyways, Twisted Metal,
yeah.
Of course, a car combat game, famous on PlayStation. I don't know what's going on at IGN anymore. They've announced, and we've heard of it and we've talked about it, that they are doing a series starring Anthony Mackie for Peacock, a show, of course, you know, or a network that, of course, I have a new show on. This is awesome. There's a new episode up today. Anyways, though, we have a report from a user, Tip Top, who went to Universal Studios, got invited to do one of those, hey, you want to see something and give us your feedback, and has a whole report on the show here. You take all of this with a grain of salt. This is a complete rumor, and lots of this information sounds like stuff you would already know. But if you've been following or reading the Wikipedia or keeping up with the articles, right? Here's what we got. 30 minutes for the first episode. Anthony Mackie is named John Doe, basic name, and his character is essentially in the post-apocalyptic world where cities are these massive bases, and he is a delivery man from base to base. They call him the Milkman.
No.
Nev Campbell runs one of the cities, New San Francisco, I think, if I remember correctly. She is evil and trying to trick John into doing a cross-country mission for her so he can live in her paradise city. The cross-country mission is to New Chicago. It was incredibly funny, gory, and profane. Some jokes fell flat, but it has a lot of potential. There's a larger threat as well in the form of a policeman trying to gain power and control over the regions. His character seemed lackluster. Overall, the show is trying to go for social commentary with a very dark comedy twist. It fell flat at times, but there was a ton of cool callbacks to PlayStation's original titles, the Twisted Metal ones. Several large action sequences happened with car chases, and Sweet Tooth only showed up at the end of the episode, but he didn't say anything, just a quick cameo. Of course, friend of the show, Samoa Joe, playing the body of Sweet Tooth, Will Arnett doing the voice of Sweet Tooth. And as I said it, yeah, that's right, I got that right? I'm opening this thing. Yeah, nailed it. So again, all of this with a grain of salt. And the only thing that I think is like, we already knew about John Doe. We know obviously Nev Campbell's in it. Whatever. It's just, it was incredibly funny, gory, and profane, I think is the takeaway from this leaked report here from the one and only Tip Top. And okay, I still stand that I am not jonesing for a Twisted Metal show. Blessing
crazy,
always
Greg.
says he is.
You're
he
crazy,
can't wait for
Greg.
it. Barry, you're just leaning into everything to fight me today. You don't care.
I've been slowly sold by Blessing over the last month that the Twisted Metal show is about to be the best PlayStation adaptation to come out in the next few years. Over The Last of Us, possibly, you know?
I see. I was with you, and then you said that. Then I know you're not.
Yeah. I don't know. This seems fun. I don't know if it was necessary, but it seems fun. And Peacock definitely needs something else for people to try and like sub for. But I don't know if this is it, though. I don't know if this is it.
It's one of those things as PlayStation Studios continues to branch out into entertainment and do these different projects. Like, there is part of it that I like. The Last of Us is going to be obviously grounded and very real and very depressing. And then you take Twisted Metal, and how would you take that IP and make something? Making it into a funny, weird Mad Max, but funny version of that could, I mean, that doesn't sound like something for me, but not everything's for me, and I don't care. Like, I hope Blessing's happy with this. I do like Anthony Mackie quite a bit. Yeah. So, like, if he's good in it and he's great in it, awesome. I like Will Arnett, but I don't know. I thought it was interesting to say it was incredibly funny, gory, and profane. We'll see what that actually looks like when you get your hands on it and when it comes to Peacock soon. But
I think it'll be a nice, fun show, and it definitely breaks the mold from like all the fantasy shows coming out right now, which is nice. So, like, if you want something kind of that you don't really have to care about too much to watch and like chill with, I think this is that show. Yeah,
it's diverse, right? They're getting a lot of stuff out there now. Stella, do you watch a lot of TV? How do you breaking up your time? You gaming more than anything?
A little bit of both. I mean, it's like I'm almost done with Better Call Saul, and I'm so sad because like I know it's coming to an end, but like holy shit, it is fantastic TV. So that is my current obsession, and with Solar Opposites, which is fucking amazing, by the way.
I don't know.
Holy shit. Solar Opposites, creators of Rick and Morty, but like Solar Opposites is the better show, honestly.
It's their Hulu show.
Yeah, but if you care about storylines and like B stories being really, really fucking good, it's so good. Like, I highly recommend you watch it. Yeah, those are my two shows that I'm stuck on right now.
What are you playing right now?
Honestly, I'm just playing Apex until something interesting comes out. Like, I played Stray recently, which we had a whole thing on Kinda Funny last time about it. And yeah, right now it's just I did just start playing Hades, and that game is hard.
First time?
But it's so great.
It's so good. Yeah,
it's so fun.
Did Cult of the Lamb push you that way, or have you just? It was finally time to pick up Hades.
Yeah, it was just time to pick up Hades, and I was going to Gamescom, so I was like, I may as well play it on the flight, right?
Sure.
Yeah, I've never wanted to chuck my Switch at the fucking plane wall so badly, but you know, what are you gonna do?
You keep at it. You'll get the right. You'll get the right run eventually. You'll have the right stuff you want. Sixth and final on the Rope Report, ladies and gentlemen. There's a Call of Duty event incoming. Activision will reveal the latest details for the future of Call of Duty on Thursday, September 15th, 2022. The franchise showcase event titled Call of Duty Next will feature new details on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer, as well as the upcoming Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer beta, the new Call of Duty Warzone 2.0, and Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. Fans can tune in on the following channels, and like shocking, it's Call of Duty everything, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, to watch the live broadcast beginning 10 a.m. Pacific, followed by live gameplay sessions streamed by a multitude of the biggest and most popular global streamers and content creators. Bear, are we one of those?
What, content creators?
No, one of the most biggest, most popular.
Oh, I see. I was gonna be questioning even if we were content creators. Like, is this really content? Like, Stella's here now. It's content, you know. But like without her, you know, it's like
Barrett
like
just gonna suck it up to me, huh? Okay.
Yeah, I guess is IGN rehiring? What's going on? He going back? You going back, Barrett? That's the plan here.
Maybe I'll pull LeBron James. Go back and forth.
He did do that. Stella, you care about Call of Duty? You care about this event?
Yeah, so I actually got to do the preview for way back when they were like inviting, press out and like creators out. And
Content creators.
yeah. And it honestly, after the last game, I can't think of the name now, but like this is good. This is good. This is back to like the roots of Call of Duty. This is like the Call of Duty that people are like, yeah, this is what I expect from a Call of Duty title.
This is exactly what I'd be looking for, yes.
Yeah, but also Modern Warfare always was one of those beloved titles from Call of Duty. So I feel like them soft rebooting it, and then this being the sequel to the one that came out like 2019, something like that. That also helps a lot. So the story's gonna be really good. They really wanted me to focus on the fact that they have like new water engines and graphics. So
that's what they do usually. Yeah. That's what they do. Yeah, I remember when we went through for Judges Week for the last Modern Warfare, and yeah, like the presentation like was so like what we fired guns in this thing to get the sound of it bouncing off doors, and now we're using this geometry, and it's like this is all really cool. I understand that this took a lot of work. Can we play? Can we look at the game?
Yeah, I'm just like, I will definitely appreciate that when I'm turning everything down so that I can run it at 120 FPS.
I'll be interested to see what happens there, but of course, the next Call of Duty and September 15th are so far away. Stella, if I wanted something more immediate, say what came to the mom and grop shops, where would I go?
Yeah, of course. The official list of upcoming software across each and every platform, as listed by the Kinda Funny Games Daily Show, hosts each and every weekday.
Yeah. Out today, Broken Pieces is on Steam via the Epic Game Store. It will be coming to PlayStation 5, all the Xboxes, PlayStation 4, and that was it. Yeah, Halloween, Monday, October 31st. Horizon Chase 2 is out now on Apple Arcade. Path of Exile has a brand new patch if you want to go get that. Broken Pieces on PC. NBA 2K23 is everywhere. Splatoon 3 is on Switch. And Cat Maze, PlayStation everywhere, Xbox everywhere, Switch, the one Switch. Splatoon 3 do anything for you?
Me?
Yeah.
I actually never played it.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't know.
I'm not an ink kid. I'm not a squid kid. I don't care.
Like they're cute. Do I aesthetically want to be a squid kid? Yeah, sure. But do I have the energy to be a squid kid? Nah.
No, of course not. With the gyros and the whatnot, no, nobody's got time for that.
Yeah. It also seems so messy.
Oh yeah, no, totally. It's gross too. I don't want to be covered in stuff like that all the time. New dates for you. Episode 44, The Sins of Black Adam, is coming to DC Universe Online this time in October. It'll be on everything again: PC, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. And then you're getting an RGG Summit 2022 from Sega. Of course, these are the folks who make the Yakuza games. This is going to be September 14th, 3 a.m. 3 a.m. Pacific time. You can watch twitch.tv/Sega. Of course, people are hoping stuff for Yakuza there, but we'll have to wait and see what goes on. Stella, we asked people watching to go to patreon.com/kindafunnygames to support us, to write in, to be a producer, do all that stuff. But most importantly, to squad up. This is where one of you writes in with your name, username, platform of choice, and why you need help in a video game. I read it here. The best friends come and find you, and everybody plays games together. Today, Nick, well, I'll let him say it. Nick writes in and says, not a standard squad up. I've started using the GG app, and I'm absolutely loving it. It would be great to have some Kinda Funny best friends join me on there so we can share our lists, reviews, and rankings of games. The GG app is fantastic and a great way to find new games and share our views on the games we have played / want to play. We all use the GG app. Or Stella, do you use GG app?
No, but I have a lot of friends who do, and I was thinking about doing it, but like honestly, I might just use it to dunk on Kingdom Hearts, and I don't know if people would like that. So
damn, you're just gonna go troll on GG. You don't see that often.
I mean,
go do your thing. I'm not gonna stop you.
I would be using the app, so
that's all they care about. You know what I mean? You can go then ggapp.io/second solution. That is Nick's username. Second solution, all one word, of course. And you just go Google or put in the App Store GG app if you want to get it, and then start keeping lists. I'm doing better this year. Every year I start it, and I'm like, I'm gonna keep track of every game I play, and then I fall off and forget about it. I did forget, but just the other day on PSL Review, I added a few more to it. So it's not comprehensive, but it's getting there because I need it at the end of the year, Stella, to go in there and be like, what was game of the year? What was performance of the year? What was this? I mean, it's all a blur.
Dude, especially with the pandemic, like
Yeah.
everything just kind of blends together. You have no idea what was this year, what was last year. It all just feels the same.
100%. Yeah, 100%. You're wrong, of course. We ask you if you're watching live on twitch.tv/kindafunnygames to correct us. Nothing to correct because we already read the nanobiologist Lara Croft thing. So we crushed it. We did a great job today.
Awesome.
Not Barrett so much, not you so much, but I did a great job. And I kept the ship straight.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
do
you
you
did
want to
a
put it up
great
to a
job.
poll? You know,
No, because the poll loves Barrett and Stella. They
No,
would not
Barrett,
pick Greg.
listen. He did a great job. We know how hard it is for him to remember things, okay? At his
Yeah.
advanced age, we get it. All right,
You
so
know,
he did a great
he
job.
is just reading from a script the
Honestly.
entire episode, but you know what? He read it so well. You know.
He did.
Thank you. I did. I had to put it together all by myself too because Blessing's out of town. So pretty great show if you ask me. Pretty great show if you ask me.
Yeah, he did a great job. I'm proud of you, Greg. I'm proud of
I mean,
you.
in the chat, Monkey Love says, Greg, you get my vote. So there you go. We don't even need to do the vote because I did it. And there, was Greg a good boy? Yeah, he was the best boy. There, click it and you vote it, and there you go. Look at that, 78% of the vote. He was the best one. You can find out from the best boy next week. Monday it'll be me and Tim hosting. Tuesday it'll be Blessing and me hosting. Wednesday it'll be Blessing and me hosting. Thursday it'll be Blessing and Tim hosting. And then Friday it will be Tim and Blessing hosting. Right now, if you
so
were
many
watching live,
boys.
that's why people have to come in and bully us like you and just be like, wait, put us
So
on here. I'm like, oh, sure, come on.
boring.
Yeah.
Get me in here more often.
Fine, maybe if you were nice once in a while, you know what I mean? There's gonna be a lot of
Listen, there's so many boys here, but like I still have the biggest dick, so it's interesting.
I get him.
Kevin, why are you here laughing all of a sudden? Why did Kevin come in just to laugh at us?
He's doing the post show.
The fuck? And his mic is like really shitty sounding right now. Too.
Oh, that's so hard. Okay, well, I'm gonna try to fix that.
Kevin, don't open yourself up around this woman. She will attack us. She's ladies and gentlemen. This has been Kinda Funny Games Daily. Each and every week down a variety of platforms. We run you through the nerdy video game news you need to know about. If you like that, be part of the show on patreon.com/kindafunnygames. Of course, if you have no bucks to toss our way, no big deal. Use the creator code KindaFunny on the Epic Game Store, Fortnite, Rumbleverse, wherever you're playing some epic games. Of course, remember, you can get this show for free at youtube.com/kindafunnygames, roosterteeth.com, and podcast services around the globe. We are gonna go do the post show and make fun of Blessing. However, if you want to stay on twitch.tv/kindafunnygames, you can watch Mike play some Splatoon 3. However, 1 o'clock, we're kicking Mike off. Well, we're keeping him, but we're kicking off the Splatoon 3 and we're watching the D23 games panel that the one, the only Blessing Adeoye Jr. is hosting. And hopefully we're getting an Amy World War II Black Panther Captain America game.
Fuck yeah.
If you are listening to this or watching this later, remember, the stream of Fortnite is going to go up on youtube.com/kindafunnyplays, where all of our archives of stream gameplay go. And then the D23 reactions, of course, will be up on youtube.com/kindafunnygames. And we'll be doing a Gamescast post show, youtube.com/kindafunnygames, podcast services around the globe. It is a day chock full of content. Stella has been incredibly rude to me. This will reflect on her permanent record.
Splatoon is next, not Fortnite.
I said it's Splatoon the first time, and I probably said
Okay, got it.
maybe.
Got it. It's
That's
okay.
fine.
You're good.
Again,
Kevin, I got
he's
bad
doing
memory.
his
He's so
best in
old.
his old
Yeah.
age. Okay, he is doing his best. Okay, he just needs to take his Smarty Pants supplements, and he's good. Okay.
I got Pez.
Yes, you
Ladies
do.
and
Very
gentlemen.
good, Greg.
Yeah.
It's me, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, until next time, it's been our pleasure to serve you.